chance on the way in, if you have a chance on the way out, to make a donation, it is truly appreciated, and all the money comes back to them in some way, shape, or form, whether it's buying new music, buying new folders, helping to offset the cost of field trips, buying new uniforms, tuning the piano, buying new speaker equipment, new speakers for the classroom, which we did this past year as well. All the money comes back to them in some way, shape, or form. So any donation that you can make is truly appreciated. In addition to that, we will be selling CDs at tonight's concert. They're available to buy, purchase, order in the lobby on your way out. They're $15. You can also order through your child, through the school, through next Friday, two Fridays, June 6th. If you have it ordered by then, I can guarantee you'll get your CD by the end of the school year. I need to say some special thank yous. First to Chris McDermott, who designed tonight's program, and Karen Edwards, who produced tonight's program. It is a high-quality thing that they put together. Our PTA is so incredibly supportive. Everything that they do for a school, but they've always been very supportive of our music department. We ask for something, we've never gotten a no. So thank you to our PTA. Thank you to Josie Lyons from our concert orchestra who we Thank you to my interns, Brandon Lim and Kevin Grassi, this past year. A very, very, very big thank you. We started something 3 years ago. It was 2 years ago. But we started something just recently, in the last couple of years, in the Why We Sing Parent Network. And it kind of started as an idea and has evolved into this enormous project that takes so much pressure off of my shoulders. And the person who really took this on and helped me take out the vision of this and been a huge asset to me for this core program the last 2 years is Miss Billy Robinson. And she was we'll be reaching out to some individuals that have been willing to volunteer in the past, but thank you, Mrs. Robinson, for everything you have done for me. Mr. Williams, who is now retired. I have not found a finer pianist, let alone a finer accompanist, somebody that can follow and add and play anything you put in front of him. And he does so much to make our music come alive that much more. So thank you, Mr. Williams. I want to read to you. Can you hear? In the past we've done a patriotic song, and I wanted to try. There's some songs that I do when I get to guest direct around the state of Maryland that are just great closing numbers because they're perfect to do with an enormous choir. And I decided to try and tackle one of these, and this is a very challenging piece. I hope it comes off. But it's a very special piece with an incredible meaning, and I would like to read to you what the composer writes inside the score. Can you hear us from the project Sounds of a Better World? Small Voices Calling, a series of songs focusing on children, which examines their world and how small steps can be made to improve it. When this journey began for me almost 5 years ago, I was very disturbed to learn of various incidents around the world where children were subjected to adverse conditions. I began to wonder how they could possibly develop into caring, responsible adults with such hardship defining their childhood. As I read more and explored our attitudes as a society towards children, I began to feel that we, as Dr. Martin Luther King said, must ask ourselves how responsible we are for the well-being of others. Do we have the courage to feel responsible? What ideals do we strive for? How can we find innovative ways in which the personal and social problems of childhood can be overcome? Can music be utilized as a potential bridge to reach out and address these issues? What I have come to understand is that we must send the best part of ourselves into the future through our children. If we want society to evolve, we need to understand the importance of childhood and how vital our role should be in doing whatever we can to nurture every child. We should all be aware of our powerful influence on our minds. Through this incredible journey that Sounds of a Better World has taken me on, I hope to somehow address these issues and to embrace the joy that children can bring to this world. This song speaks as a voice of the children calling out, "Can you hear?"